It happened Friday night. It was a show under the lights, a big matchup. We're not talking about football, though. No. We are talking about the only debate that we will see between the candidates for the next Texas governor, Governor Greg Abbott and Beto O'Rourke. It took place this past Friday, so we're going to break down what happened with Jon Taylor. He is the professor, chair of the political science department in geography, a professor at UTSA, somebody that we like to lean on for these kinds of conversations. So welcome back. Thanks for being here. Let's talk about your overall impression of the night. What did you walk away from with?
I walked away with that. Neither one of them got in the body blow that might have been expected. Beto had to go for the throat because, well, he's the challenger. He was hoping for a big gaffe by Abbott. While Abbott made some gaffes along the way, he didn't do anything that was fatal. And the result is that I'm not sure the needle moved all that much. However, it's kind of fascinating. Focus groups that were actually watching the debate. After the debate, they had a before and after, asking people who they were supporting, who they were leaning toward. He did move the needle, at least with this focus group. Now, it was a small group, but it tells you that had this debate been aired, say, on a Tuesday night rather than a Friday night during football season, it might have swayed a few more people. Don't know at this point. It's nice to know that y'all told me before we started that there are a lot more people tuned in online and streaming than was expected, which is really good to hear because people are more engaged perhaps than we think.
Yeah, and actually even the over-the-air numbers were really good. But again, excellent. good for a Friday night. So let me couch it with that. But when you say when you say move the needle, you mean the focus group saw that Beto moved the needle?
Oh, absolutely. It was a case of the issues that Beto raised definitely resonated, I think, more with the focus group voters than what Abbott raised. The question is, can that translate statewide to moving the percentages, which are somewhere between 5 to 7% roughly with an Abbott lead? Can Beto close that lead? I think he actually can. It's not going to be easy to do. I would also suggest that the Abbott campaign, from what I've been told from a couple of Austin insiders, this is probably accurate, is that their internal polling suggests a much closer race than what we're hearing. That may explain all the negative advertising and the just absolute air war that Abbott is engaged in right now.
You know, John, as one of the moderators, I went down there. I went down to UTRGV in Edinburgh on Wednesday, and we were rehearsing and we were going over different scenarios and fine-tuning the questions and things like that. And we had an anticipation, and I'm going to use a temperature description here. We had an anticipation that Beto would come out the hotter of the two candidates and Abbott would come out the cooler of the two candidates. It was almost reversed, it seems to me, that night. Do you agree with that?
I would agree with that. Abbott came out hot. It was all, literally everything out of his mouth was Biden, 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 because he knows based on his own polling and based on his own supporters, that's an issue for them. That is something that's going to energize them. I made a joke to some of my students that if you had Biden in your drinking game for your bingo, that you'd be drunk by 7:30 because it was mentioned so many times. But that tells you something in terms of just Biden's numbers in Texas, and tying Biden to Beto actually is an important thing for the incumbent to do at this point.
So, you know, as I was watching this on Friday, there was so much ground covered quickly, and there were a lot of topics that even in that amount of time were left on the table simply because of the time constraints of it only being 1 hour. But still, the answers that we heard did cover a lot of things. But I walked away wondering, did anybody who is already engaged, following these big topics closely, learn anything here tonight? So you're obviously one of those people, and then some. So how about you? Anything unexpected?
I mean, it was interesting that the governor mentioned that he's going to bring up school safety as an emergency item if he's reelected for the legislative session in 2023. Beto has already mentioned it a couple of times, but he made it much more public about eliminating the STARS test. So you got those little vignettes. But it's interesting because this format was so quick to get lightning quick. It forced the two politicians to basically do something that politicians don't like to do, and that's give a quick answer rather than some long, nuanced answer. And I love the fact that constantly that bell was going off telling both of them to shut up.
Yeah, you know, I think I the last few nights I've had nightmares with that bell in it. just so you know, John. Do you think it was interesting? Do you think the Abbott strategy was just get in, get out, don't get damaged? I mean, that kind of seemed to me like he was ready for this thing to just happen and get out.
I would absolutely agree with it. That's why he agreed to only one debate, why he agreed to it on a Friday night, why he agreed to it in an empty auditorium, because his own political consultants would tell him that he's probably not as a good a debater as Beto O'Rourke is. And the result is you want to play to your strength, and the strength was to play to this kind of empty auditorium with just you guys asking questions. And it probably worked for him in this respect.
So no live audience on a Friday night during football season, but that scheduling, it's got a bit of a history when it comes to gubernatorial debates in Texas.
Especially under Abbott in 2014, 2018, and this year. All three times the debates were held on Friday nights during high school football season, and primarily to empty venues.
You know what? Myra brought it up, and we had, you know, we didn't get to fentanyl, we didn't get to health care, we didn't get to mental health care. I mean, there were so many different things that we were trying to get to. We just didn't have time. So, you know, much like this interview, we have a lot we wanted to get to. You know, I didn't even get to ask you who your favorite moderator was, John. So that'll have to wait till next time.
It was you. And on top of that, I mean, this is why we needed a second, third debate.
Or it needed to be 2 hours. We either needed another debate or it needed to be 2 hours. I agree with all that.
Yeah. All right, Jon Taylor, always great to see you. You know, we've got a little over a month before Election Day.
Yeah.
We may see you one more time or two between now and then.
I think so.
All right. We'll see y'all.